Hi, my name is Michael Hussey, and this is my Module 4 KESA project. So I sat down with my principal and we talked about the rubric. Now, my school is in Florida, so we don't do KESA, but what we do as teachers and staff is we use the Marzano models for evaluations, which is very familiar to what the KESA rubrics look like. So when I showed him, he was very excited to look at it and then see how we fit into the KESA model and how we operate as a staff to see how effective we are for student learning and for higher student achievement. So starting off, we sat through and we looked at it, and we in the areas of relevance, rigor, and responsive culture, I think we sit really well. For curriculum, instruction, and student engagement, like I said, we're using the Marzano model. That it touches on all that. It makes sure that when you're in class, you're not sitting still, not just sitting there lecturing, getting kids up, being active, that kind of thing. And with the curriculum and instruction, we do what's called SALT. It's Student Achievement Learning Teams, where each department will get together and sit down weekly and talk about, how things are going in the classroom, look at data, look at test scores, look at attendance rates, and see what we could do as a department to help out. So like for myself with ROTC, myself and my counterpart, we're together all the time. So we're always talking about how we could do things better to help the students achieve more, not just in our class, but across the way. So, we'll touch on English, note taking, that kind of stuff. Rigor, CTE, professional learning. I think we're modeling in that one for sure. When we're talking about it, we have a lot of programs that the kids can use to be successful once they get out of high school. We have a CNA program where students can graduate high school with their certified nursing assistants certification. We have welding certifications, automotive certifications, and our automotive department has a partnership with a couple dealerships out in town where some of our automotive kids recommended by the teacher will interview at the dealership for a summer job working as a mechanic at the dealership. And the kids go there, they interview like anybody else, and if they do well, they'll work there for the summer, and hopefully once they graduate high school with their automotive certification, they can in fact work there full time, and because they had worked there over a couple summers. So that kind of stuff helps out. And like for our class, ROTC, we are now teaching aerospace science. So now our course this year is the first time that is be a dual enrollment course. So we have our seniors that will graduate with 6 college credits from Embry-Riddle University through our ROTC program, because myself and the commander are teaching aerospace science there now. Relationships, we do pretty well. That's one area I think that we need to work on that I don't think we're even implementing yet on a couple of them. So I'll talk about that here soon. Principal's leadership style. I think he's a servant leader. He focuses on others' needs before himself. He acknowledges your opinions and perspectives on things. He'll implement things if you recommend them. If he thinks they're good ideas, they don't work, no big deal. But he'll try it. If you have an idea, he'll definitely try it. He will give you his support when you're trying to achieve personal goals. For instance, like our interview, when I told him what I was doing, getting my master's degree, he was very excited, and he said anything he could do to help. He wrote me a letter of recommendation. And, the minute we got power back and we went back to school after the hurricane, he sat down with me right away so I can knock this project out. And he does the best to build the strongest community amongst the staff. He believes in working together, and he tries really hard to keep us working together well. Areas of improvement. Like I said, relationships, I think our interaction with the community could be better. I think standards 8, 9, and 10 hit that pretty well. With number 8, letter D, maintain a presence in the community to understand its strengths and needs. I'm big on tying in with the middle schools. We do middle school visits, we do recruiting visits, and it gives you a real good sense of what you have coming in from 8th graders to becoming freshmen. So when you know that, you know what's coming in. And if you tie yourself into the community a lot and you get community involvement, you'll see these kids early on, and they'll talk to you and say, hey, I'm going to become the Sebastian River High School, and you get to see what's going on, and you get a gauge on how they are. Standard 9, letter C, manage resources, support family community engagement. Get involved in the community, do what you can to be seen, to be visible out there. And when you're visible with the community, they appreciate that. And then they see you being engaged and they become more involved with the school. They get more interested in what you're doing, how kids are doing. You get more parent involvement because they see you out there. Like I said, with ROTC, we do as much as we can with the community because we like to be seen. We like our kids to be seen and be appreciated out in the community. And when they see that, the parents see that, they get excited and they want their kids to be part of ROTC. And we have parents more involved now than we ever have because we do so much in the community, and they appreciate that. Standard 10, letters A and B. Seek to make the school more effective for the students, the staff, and the community. And I think that speaks for itself. You do what you can for your people. Obviously, the students first, staff second. You tie the community in. Everybody works together well. It turns out to be a good thing. Use methods of continuous improvements to achieve the vision, fulfill the mission, and promote the core values of the school. Again, if parents know where you're going, they will help you get there. If they feel like they're accepted, if they feel like they can be involved, not stiff-armed. Some teachers don't like parent involvement. From us, ROTC, we love it. So when parents can be involved, they will do everything in their power to help you and to help their student be successful for you. So that's how I see it. This project was great. I loved it. When I read the rubrics, I was like, wow, this reminded me of how I get evaluated. So talking with the principal and seeing how excited he was about it to see where he sat, he liked it. I think as a school we do well, but obviously you could always do better. So with that, thank you. Again, I enjoyed it and look forward to working with you all. Bye.